Hello everyone, this is Srikant, working as assistant professor in electrical department. In this video, I want to give one more problem on supernode analysis. Here I have a circuit. In this circuit, I have many sources, current sources as well as voltage sources. But using nodal analysis, I need to find out 6 ohms voltage. So across 6 ohms, how much voltage we have. So we need to find out using nodal analysis. For nodal analysis, we have some steps. First, identify the number of nodes. So in this circuit, how many nodes we have? We need to identify. Then mention the node voltages. If suppose we have 3 nodes, so that means V1, V2, V3. 4 nodes, V1, V2, V3, V4. Like that, we need to mention the node voltages. Then apply the KCL rule. What is the KCL rule? At a node or at a junction, sum of incoming currents equal to sum of outgoing currents. Otherwise, sum of currents equal to 0. So that using that rule, we need to write the equations at each node. Then solve those equations. Then find out the unknown values. This is simple. Okay, we'll move step by step. First step is we need to identify the number of nodes. In this circuit, how many nodes we have? 1, 2, 3, and 1 reference node. So we have 4 nodes. Okay, just mention the node voltages there. That is V1, V2, V3, and VR. So VR is 0. Why? Means the reference node. Any circuit we have one reference node. That reference node voltage is 0. Okay. Then apply the KCL rule. So for KCL rule means we require the currents. So every branch currents. So at V1, how many branches we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So at V1 node we have 4 branches. So we require the 4 currents. Same at V2 we have 3 branches. So we require 3 branch currents. As well as V3 we have again 4 branches we have. So for that we require 4 currents there. Then we need to apply the KCL rule. Give the current direction for each branch. So I given like a source direction, 12 amps in upward direction, 18 amps downward direction, as well as 24 amps upward direction. And here source 36 volts direction also I given like source directions. For each branch current direction is like source direction I given. Then write the current values there. At 12 amps means that is a source, current source. So what is the value there? That is 12 amps. Okay. Next, at 4 ohms. At 4 ohms, you say like I1, suppose I1. What is the I1 value there? I is nothing but V by R. So we require the potential difference. So in this branch, what is the potential difference? At 4 ohms branch, your potential difference is V1 minus VR. So we have voltage V1 minus VR by your resistor. That is your I1 current. So your I1 current is V1 minus VR. What is the VR value? 0 by your 4 ohms. Okay. Next, at 12 ohms. At 12 ohms, what is your potential difference? V1 minus V2. So direction is V1 to V2. So you need to write V1 minus V2 by your resistor value. That is your I2 value V1 minus V2 by your 12 ohms. Then what is your 18 amps? 18 amps is current source. So what is the value there? 18 amps. Directly you can write. Okay. Then at 15 ohms, what is your current there? So that is direction V2 to V3. That means V2 minus V3 by your resistor 15 ohms. That is your I3 value V2 minus V3 by 15 ohms. At 6 ohms, same as it is like 4 ohms, V3 minus VR. That means your reference voltage V3 minus VR by your resistor value. So V3 minus 0 by your 6 ohms. Clear? Now, at last, 24 amps. At 24 amps means that is current source. Then you will get like directly 24 amps. We have one more, that is 36. Then what is the current there? So can you write the current there? So can't write. Why? Means at 2 nodes, between the 2 nodes we have one ideal voltage source. Between 2 nodes we have one ideal voltage source means we need to apply the nodal analysis, super node analysis. We need to apply the super node analysis. Okay. So for that we need to combine V1 as well as V3 as a one node. So V3 as well as V1, one node. Okay, V3 and V1 both are is now one node. for this ideal voltage source, can you write the equation? Yes, we can write the equation for this ideal voltage source, that is V1 direction is upwards and your 36 volts direction also same direction, and V3 is upward direction. That means your direction V1 to V3. Then we can write V1 minus V3 plus 36 equal to 0. So at ideal voltage source, you can write the like potential difference is V1 as well as 36. Both are same direction. So V1 plus 36 minus V3 equal to 0. Okay. This is the ideal voltage source equation. So between V1 and V3, we have one equation, that is V1 plus 36 minus V3 equal to 0. Okay. Then write the equation for each node and as well as super node also. So I will write the equation now. First of all, at ideal voltage source, my equation is V1 minus V3 equal to minus 36 super node. So super node is V1 and V3. So V1 and V3 both are now one node. So at that node, super node, how many currents are incoming and outgoings? So this 12 amps is incoming, okay, at this node, and I1 is outgoing, and I2 also outgoing. Then V1 is completed, now V3. So V1 and V3 both are same now. So V1 we have 3 currents and V3 also we have 3 currents. That is I3 is incoming and I4 is outgoing as well as 24 amps is incoming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 currents are at one node. Okay, that is your super node. This is your equation now. 12 amps that is incoming. I1 is outgoing. That's why I write like minus I1. I2 also outgoing. So minus I2. So I3 incoming. So I3 incoming. That is plus I3. Then I4 outgoing. So minus I4 plus 24. 24 is incoming. This is your super node equation. Then go for like V2 equation. So V1 and V3 is completed. That is both are in super node. So we completed that equation. Just substitute those values. 12 amps, 1 I1 is nothing but V1 by 4 and I2 is nothing but V1 minus V2 by 12. So this is your I2 value and this is I1 value, I3 value, I4 value. Just substitute in that equation. So you'll get the one equation here. Okay. Then go for the V2. So V1 and V3 both are completed. That is super node. Then go for the V2. So V2, how many currents we have? So 1, 2, 3. 3 currents. So I2 is incoming and 18 amps is outgoing. Same I3 also outgoing. So at V2 node we have I2 minus 18. 18 means outgoing current and I3 also outgoing current equal to 0. So substitute those values. I2 is V1 minus V2 by 12 and minus 18 as it is. Then minus V2 minus V3 by 15. So these are the equations. So these 3 equations and 3 unknown values. Just solve those 3 equations, you will get the 3 unknown values. If you solve 3 equations, so we'll get like equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. So 3 equation, 3 unknown values. So we'll get like V1, V2 and V3 values. V1, V2 and V3 values. But he required voltage across 6 ohms. So here, what is your voltage across? What is the voltage there? Your 6 ohms voltage is V3 minus VR. VR is 0. So what is your V3 value? 64.8 volts. So here V6 ohms. V6 ohms equal to 64.8 volts. Simple. So where you require the value, just substitute those values, we will get the answer. Okay, here I want 6 ohms. So 6 ohms potential difference I required. Potential difference means V3 minus VR. VR is 0. So V3 value is your V6 value. I'll conclude this section. In any circuit, if you have like the ideal voltage source between 2 nodes, then we need to move to super node analysis. For this, we have ideal voltage source equation, then super node equation and remaining nodes equation. Here we have like 3 equations. So one is super node equation, one is ideal currents equation, one is V2 equation. So V2 node equation. So we have 3 equations, 3 unknown values. If we solve those equations, you will get the answer V1, V2 and V3. Here in this circuit, I want 6 ohms resistor voltage. So across 6 ohms, we have V3 voltage. That is V3 is 64.8 amps. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.